What is up, everybody? Welcome on back to baseball right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean. Today is game 2 against the Milwaukee Brewers, coming off that rough loss yesterday to the Brewers 4-3. Thanks to Colton Wong, he made that score look good. But it was a pretty ugly game. Really struggled with the fastball and the 12-6 curve off of that. That's kind of my Achilles heel, is that stuff that's super fast in the high part of the zone and then just drops off because it looks really good and then it just dies. You can see kind of why he had a 7.0 ERA, a lot of that stuff out of the zone, but I too frequently put myself in bad pitch counts to where I was kind of just swinging freely and it wasn't great. Still okay with the decision that I made, actually more okay with the decision that I made in the 8th inning to at least try the home plate, tag. The best case scenario, you got 2 outs, you're still only down 1, you just need 1 more out to get out of the inning. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. We gave up a couple more runs before we were able to get out of it. And the 3-run home run, which could have swung the game in our favor, only made it close. Too aggressive in the 9th inning, bad hit with Rodriguez to end it. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better here against Freddie Peralta. He's 2-1 with a 1.27 ERA. We have Logan Gilbert on the mound. He is 0-1 with a 6.1 ERA. So, let's see what we can do today. That loss yesterday did put an end to a 6-game win streak, 2 straight sweeps. We'll try to get this losing streak done as quickly as possible. And by streak, I mean I don't have 4 valid lineups. All right, fine. Auto fix then. Oh, we did lose Eugenio Suarez for a couple of weeks, so I'm not sure what they did with that because I just did it auto. So, ooh, it's clear skies. Open up that roof. Logan Gilbert on the bump. Rodriguez didn't gain as much. Cade Marlowe. Okay. They're starting a right-handed pitcher. Gosh darn it. And that means that Haggerty's not my... Who's the DH? Trammell? I don't have Suarez. Wait, well, hold on. Where's, Oh, there's Colton Wong. He's down in the lineup a little bit today. Let's do that. Right, left, right. Or right, left. Right, left. And then we'll take... you know what? We'll put, Dylan Moore up here. Yeah, we'll do that. Put a little more speed here at the top of the lineup. Teoscar Hernandez. If I wanted, I could probably just do like triple righties right at the start. I think I should probably flip those guys. At least don't give them a free like 3 innings at the same side. Cade Marlowe could crack the starting lineup for a day or two. He's getting a bit impatient, spending so much time on the bench. He literally got called up yesterday. What are you talking about? He got called up. He's like, I've been on the bench for 30 minutes. I need to be in the game immediately. Sir? Oh my goodness. All right, well, welcome to the show, Northwest.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
We can force a rubber match here today with a victory. Like to see that. Last time when we lost the first game of the season to the Guardians, we were able to come back with a couple more victories. Then it was the bad time next time around when we lost 4 in a row. So somewhere in between there would be good. By the way, new baseball every single day, 6 p.m. Pacific time, as you take a look at Logan Gilbert's stats. It's right here, youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. If the Mariners are playing, I am playing.
just do your
And
part as an
subscribe
offense.
for more. All that
Last year,
good
great year.
stuff.
He wants to repeat that or even
Okay.
improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's
There's
got
my
good
camera.
stuff. It's just
Here
executing from hitter to hitter.
we go. 4-seam, slider, 12-6. We're going to probably see a pretty similar lineup to yesterday's. They had a lot of opposite hand hitters, a lot of
Garrett
lefties.
Mitchell leading things off and takes a strike.
Still looking pretty good, 11-6. Feel like it could have gone pretty far south, but terrific hitting.
And
Ooh,
he's
that's a
down
bad
0-2
pitch
as
right
he
there.
swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The 0-2. And down on strikes.
Okay, there we go.
One up, one down.
I like that. I like that pitch right there on the inside.
Strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Anderson.
And the batter now, Ryan Anderson.
So slider, 12-6. Okay. See what your slider has today.
That's a strike, and that's strike one.
Has some
Gilbert,
beauty to it.
Not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets them involved in the action. The 0-1.
That was a
sizzling
bad
on
pitch
its
on my
way
part.
Through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now it's William Contreras. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today.
That was a terrible slider, but a positive result there.
Around
Got a little anxious.
of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity, and because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
The 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out.
What is going on here?
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. It seems like this
There we
type
go.
of
That
guy
looks
is kind of a
looks
dying
better.
breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout
Ooh,
rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. 4-seam to circle change to slider. Generous call on the second pitch that went for the strike. I think forced his hand a little bit more. I think that pretty easily could be a 2-1 count in his favor.
Back at T-Mobile Park. And on the mound in this
All right, we'll
one,
see what Freddie Peralta has.
He touched the ninth inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
And now for Seattle. Julio
Also, they left their
Rodriguez.
pitcher in for a very long time yesterday. I kept hoping for some sort of relief, but we never got it. We're sitting at veteran plus. We're going to be looking at a 4-seam at 94, a slider at 82, curveball at 78, and a circle change at 89.
Here comes a pitch. That's in there.
Okay, no problem. No
A
problem.
former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And a pitch. That's in there. 1-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Bounced up the middle. Toro.
Right on the corner. It's going to pull him off the bag, so it's going to be an error. I was actually going to call that a base hit. Interesting.
And give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
J.P. Crawford up next.
See if we can
for the
take a little bit
Mariners.
more of a
And a good fastball to start him
take
off.
advantage of
Strike
this. So
one.
we started in that kind of middle in area.
Good eye right there. The 1-1. Rodriguez gets his lead at first with nobody out. This one high in the air to left center.
Darn it. Good timing just off the end of the bat there.
Batting third, the third baseman, Dylan Moore.
Here's Dylan Moore. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
I got a little aggressive there. I was
0-1.
Yeah, too late. I kind of guessed where he was wanting to go.
Of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Next one off the plate inside, and the count is 1-1. And that's in there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next off.
Okay, good take right there. Slider way off the plate.
The pitch. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
All right.
Colton Wong up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the righty deals. To the right side. He steps on the bag, and that
Just
is
early.
the inning. Mariners leave 1. Scoreless after 1. Welcome back. Here's Jesse Winker. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Next offering
There
is
we go.
in
Nice
for a
circle
strike.
change there. Don't love using that pitch, but that's all right.
Left field. And
I am
Winker
lucky
is
that
set
was not
down.
rocked out of the stadium.
And a
That
quick out the
really
ball.
sailed on me.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
Jesus
number 7,
Sanchez up now for the Brewers.
Sanchez.
It wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be, but
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
One down, base is empty. Runs it up to
go. That's a
96
beautiful-
to record the punch out.
We're going to take a look at the
a
pitch
beautiful,
sequence of that at-bat. The thing to
pitch
notice
right
are
there.
the pitch locations, every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And the batter now, Tyrone Taylor.
oh, really?
First offering, misses the ball.
Really?
Second
Okay.
inning here, no score. There's a strike.
There we go. 14 fastball in. Try another slider. I'm surprised it was that far off the plate. It was a real good looking... Like, perfect.
1-2 here. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a 2-2.
Let's try and slow him down here.
Got it.
There we go.
Looking,
That's the
a
slider I was looking
strikeout.
for. Right there on the edge.
Brewers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the
All
second.
right. One
No
hit for
score.
each team here. Oh, shoot. That guy's wearing the Seattle Pilots
Back here
hat.
at the ballpark. Bottom
Interesting.
Of the second. And now Teoscar
I like Leonardo
Hernandez.
DiCaprio.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Peralta back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the
Oh,
first
God.
pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. That one not close. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Up the middle. And that chance handled.
77
Tosses to
speed
first.
isn't
One up,
quite
one
enough
down.
to
Played
get
that ball
there.
perfectly and got the throw off across his body as well as anybody could have. Any slower, and that was probably a hit.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France, leading the AL in batting average. That one out to right. Taylor moving under it. Squeezes it.
Not
And a
terrible.
couple
Not
of quick
terrible.
outs.
Just late, which is unfortunate, but
7.
right on it.
Cal.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. And the first pitch misses in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit well, right field, way back, and
Yes. Yes. That's what I was looking for.
his second of the year. The
That mistake
Mariners
pitch?
strike first. It's 1-0.
I saw that one. I saw that one. They talk about it like, great hitters get pitch recognition out of the hand. Try not to get too excited.
Typically don't get away with making a mistake.
That one I saw
Right there,
was like, oh,
he made him pay.
oh, we're going yard here, huh? Stayed back long enough.
AJ Pollock is
Smashed
the
it for a
dish.
homer.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards
That
left field.
unfortunately does not have enough power on it.
Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. But the Mariners draw first blood here on this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On to the third inning, and now the veteran third baseman, Victor Caratini.
Victor
Gilbert back to work. There's a strike. Caratini goes 6'1", 215 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And that one wrapped foul. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays.
Okay, now we just have to
0-2.
keep this lead for the next 7 innings. Last,
Righty delivers.
four seam's been sailing on me.
And that one missing.
That time it
low.
dropped on me, all
1
right.
ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses.
There we go.
It's a strikeout.
There was one game where the third inning was just absolutely brutal. The game was so mean to me.
Really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And now here is Abraham Toro. Foul ball there.
Gave up a home run to Toro yesterday.
And the 0-1. Swings through that one.
Why was that sinker right there? Why was the sinker right there? Oh my God, I am getting very lucky, it feels. My goodness. They're not going where I want them to, and that one feels like it should have just been crushed.
Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell, in his rookie season, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
That sucks. Just off.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Big old swing at the slider there.
There's a strike. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Okay.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Three down for Milwaukee.
Offense
Still
put one across in the last one. See what we could do here. 2 hits, 1 run. We were slow against the Brewers last time. I did expect the difficulty to go up. I do think that the Cubs and the Rockies have weaker rated rosters. And you could really see it, especially with the
But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First offering, and it just misses. Trammell, 25 years old.
with the Rockies, the way some of those pitchers were felt like they were lobbing
on the corner for a strike.
You know, people don't realize
pitches into the
how
zone.
the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off.
That's a bad swing.
The pitch. Foul
That's a
ball,
good
and
foul
number
right
2-2
there.
Upcoming. And the right-hander deals. And that
Oh,
one
I got
is
under
lifted
it.
in
It was
the air.
higher in the zone.
Sanchez makes the catch. 1 away. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Out to center. Sanchez gets under.
Oh,
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
I'm starting to get irritated with myself again. This is not good.
On that swing.
Stop.
Backside
Take a deep
collapse
breath.
just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
J.P. Crawford up next.
Don't drop your. That was unintentional. That was an unintentional. It doesn't pause the game. Hello? Hello? That was an unintentional controller drop.
Here's a strike.
All right.
Just missed.
I would have been very upset if that would have been an 0-2 count right there. I could deal with 1-1, but 0-2 with those pitches would have been kind of a nightmare.
Get on first base.
The 1-1 is upstairs, and it's 2-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul
Oh,
ground.
it was a 2-1 count.
Peralta makes the catch.
Should have
And
taken
that
the
is
strike.
that.
God, I
Mariners
lost
are
track of
down
the
in
count.
order, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Brian Anderson. The pitch. Lined into right. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Okay.
Clearly
It was
ready to
not.
hit right there. First pitch of the
alright.
inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That misses the zone. 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
High fly ball out into left center field. Pollock has this one sized up. Makes the
It
grab
drifted a
for
little
the
further
second
left.
out.
I thought about maybe switching to Rodriguez, but
The shortstop.
just stick with what the game gives you. Even if sometimes the game
William
gives you
Thomas up now for the Brewers.
an unexpected or
Struck out swinging his first time.
maybe unwanted pick. Because there's no guarantee that LT is going to switch me into the player that I want it to switch to, so.
Right through there for a strike. And a pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all, and we're level. It's 1-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good
You know
swing
what?
there. Patient,
That's just a
waiting
better
for it.
swing.
It's like
It's
BP all
82
over again.
power. That pitch was further inside. It was a little up, but it was, yeah, that's fine. There's
And here is
nothing to really
Jesse
be all
Winker.
that annoyed about.
And that's in there for strike one.
With the way that got hit, I assumed that it was a sinker. It drifted over the plate, or it
Swing and a
sailed
miss.
on me
As he was out front
up
that
a little
time.
bit. And it might have sailed a little bit, but I mean, for it to be that far off.
The wind of the pitch.
Just
a slow ground ball this time. In plenty of
Just
time
a good
for
hit.
first, and that will end the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even at one apiece. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Bottom of the inning, and now for Seattle, Dylan Moore. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Strike two. That one to first.
real late on that one. Yeah, it's probably going to be a curveball for a called strike three. I think all three of those pitches were at least in the zone.
Now it's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Grounded out his first time up. Ball one, no strikes. There's a swing and a miss.
Man, he really
Yeah, it's a
sells the
circle
changeup
change.
with that arm action.
That one hit to right.
That should have been a mistake
And
pitch that I
couple
took
quick
advantage of.
outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time. Now a screamer into the outfield.
Yeah.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And
Yeah,
that is
well,
that.
we got one of those.
Mariners
We
go
give
down
one of them back. No
quietly
big
there.
deal.
Score remains tied 1-1.
That slider up in the zone probably should have been at least
And
bases,
welcome back.
maybe
Leading off,
a home run.
Jesus Sanchez.
The center fielder, number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
And the pitch. Ground ball right side.
Fuck.
And foul
This
ball.
fastball. What am I
These
doing
Brewers
wrong with it?
just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make
Pull
contact
4
at
degrees to
times,
the left, man.
and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Sanchez checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Left-hand batter waits. And now the count is even.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Knocks that one away.
Really
and we'll
peppering
do it
this
again.
outside corner here.
2-2 on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bump.
And it falls. Here's the throw. Safe. He beats it.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Next
That's a strike. That's a strike. Oh, come on.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
That's a terrible, terrible sinker.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't.
Oh, great stop. The throw goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell, who's 0 for 2 with a
I did not expect him
strikeout.
to try and get all the way back up to his feet. Yeah, he took so long. I thought he would go here and then try to rip it, because you can get it if he gets to like there and throws it. But for whatever reason, he's looking back at first base.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And ball one.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Makes the catch for the second out.
Might have actually been in that scenario with his 99 speed would have been worth trying to get the force outs at third and second, maybe.
Looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So first and second with 2 outs. Brian Anderson up now for the Brewers. In for a strike, and that is strike one.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Around third. The throw home. The run scores from second. It's 3-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
It caught maybe a little too much of the plate, but
Next to hit, William Contreras. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a strike in there.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, mercifully, that pitch was missed. But mercifully, the strike call that should have been a strike that was a ball was a strike on the very next play. Like, the very next pitch was a strikeout. So.
At third, Anderson on at first with 2 down. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Why are they all of a sudden like the best batters in the fucking world?
Next offering is fouled back. 2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
26 pitches in the 5th. And this is a 9-pitch at bat now.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Has he seen literally everything? Oh, God, with the exception of the circle change.
Payoff pitch.
I do not feel comfortable throwing a circle change. I hate this.
The punch out there.
For that, you couldn't have struck out 9 pitches ago, you fucking piece of ass. You fuck. Wanted to say piece of shit and call him an asshole, and it all just came out as piece of an ass. That was a pretty risky pitch. I mean, that slider was right down the middle, just low in the zone.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France. The wide to kick the pitch. Fly ball down the line. Taylor moving under it. He's got it. And there's one away.
It's the fastballs aren't even that fast. They're in the low 90s, but because of the speed differential between his fastballs and his other pitches, it's really throwing me for a loop. That's a slider at 79 miles an hour, which makes that 91, 92 mile an hour fastball feel a lot faster.
And it's fouled away. Now one miss.
That's a huge miss right there. Pitch number 2.
On the ground.
And instead it's a ground out.
2 up, 2 down. So up next. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, right now he's thinking, man, I wish that would have been an off-speed pitch, but instead of fastball, and you can tell that hurts a little bit.
So now the DH spot, Taylor Trammell. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Up the middle.
And there it is again. It's
the force out, and that is that.
It's that off-speed pitch. It looks really tantalizing up in the zone, and it just kind of drops on me. I should be able to track this stuff a little bit better, but
back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Willie Adames.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Gilbert back to work. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Adames, 27 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. That one ripped. Pollock raging back towards the wall. Looking up against the wall, and makes the catch.
he almost had another fucking home run.
Jesse Winker.
That one at least makes a little more sense, a little further inside. That's all right.
On the ground to the left. Crawford throws to first in time, and Winker is set down.
The center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. He swings and fouls one off. Left-hand hitter waits. Now this is in the air down the line. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
I haven't really even thrown that pitch that much.
Next for
It's
the
a little
Brewers, Tyrone Taylor.
disappointing that he can get to that.
That
slider was awful.
0-1. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. Runner leads away at second. That one the other way.
Nice grab, Colton.
That is out
what we like to see.
Brewers strand one, and the score stays 3-1.
So now the worry for me starts to shift to, like, are we going to just feast on a bunch of garbage teams, and then when we face quality opponents, that's when we're going to struggle? The hitting difficulty might be a little bit out of whack at Veteran Plus. Like, maybe it's a little bit too high because of the teams that we faced.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Off the mark there.
But anybody tougher. And, I mean, Milwaukee's like 6-10. 7-10. I hate this pitcher.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys
I can't figure it out
when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a
okay, JP Crawford, let's go.
And it falls.
Little bloop shot there.
Now with one away.
We have not been getting a lot of those this season.
Not sure if too many people have been
Every
paying
once in a
attention
while
to
we'll
it,
get them,
like
but
Iggy,
it's...
But that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't.
Yeah.
And this is
Just
when
not,
it's clear it's
no,
no fluke.
we're seeing a lot of them
11
against
games
us.
in a row, man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Moore stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, the four seems down at 90.
For a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And a base hit to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with
So double play still in order, which is a huge worry for me, considering that I hit into a lot of them. But we do have, I believe it's going to be Colton Wong here.
It's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I'll tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Colton Wong, the next to hit. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Popped in the air, left field. 2 away now.
That was it. I mean, that first pitch was it. I was early on it.
It's going to be Teoscar Hernandez. Ripped to short. Throw gets by him at second, and he'll be safe at first.
Well, that was a great chance to turn two with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these guys work on it a lot during batting practice, and that feed's not on point. Very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
Ty France now at the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
I mean, he's throwing really nice pitches on the outside.
Swing and a miss as he
Not that one.
chases
That was not nice.
darting
I
out of the zone.
hate it. Oh, it's that, like, super annoying thing of, like...
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're through 6 full. It's the Brewers 3 and the Mariners 2. Top of inning number 7. Up now for Milwaukee, Victor Caratini.
It's that super annoying fucking mentality of, like, stop using the rocket launcher in Halo, and it's like, we'll stop it. And I just can't. I cannot stop swinging at those fucking pitches. I can't do it. It's driving me fucking insane. Give me a fucking mistake, and he did, and I couldn't take advantage of it. I hate this team. Fuck. It was such a good opportunity. They gave me the error and everything, and I just can't do anything. I am irate. Fuck. And some of the stuff that they've been getting to has been really frustrating. Like, just the little bloop shots. I mean, you got the issue with Ty France in the infield, where it's just like, why? Your character model is looking at first base for some reason, even though I have preloaded the throw to second.
And he deals. Hard hit left side. On to France.
Nice throw, Crawford. Is that a one-pitch, one-out scenario? That's exactly what I want to see.
Second baseman, Abraham.
Next for Milwaukee.
That at-bat with him was
Toro.
so fucking bad. Whoops.
And that one just
Oh, it
misses.
just missed.
A ball and no strikes.
Trying to paint this one a little more towards the
Out towards left center.
Rodriguez. 99
Pulls it in on the
speed.
run.
Let's
And there are 2
go.
outs.
Wow, perfect game thrown versus the Giants by Braxton Garrett.
Fielder number 5.
Now the left fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Bounce to the left side.
All right.
Crawford throws to first in time. That's the
Maybe that was part of the mistake. I left my pitcher in a little too long.
3-2.
Seventh inning stretch time here.
Back in Seattle, and here is Cal Raleigh. The right-hander back to work. That misses.
We've missed a couple of
Double
mistakes by
barrel
him.
action in the bullpen. Matt Bush up and throwing. Milner getting loose as well. Now a fly ball to right center.
Out. Even with his power, just too far under it.
Sanchez makes the grab, one away.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just
Disappointing result there.
Here's the left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
That's a bad swing. I was looking at that like maybe being a curveball or a slider, something hanging in the zone.
0-1. And there's a ball.
Gotta lay off this slider.
Just off the inside edge. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, base hit.
That's one. That's one.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball.
All right, they're going to go to the bullpen here. We'll see who they bring in.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. That does it for Freddie Peralta, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Aaron Ashby takes over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 26, Aaron Ashby.
Bring in a left-handed
And up next for Seattle, Taylor Trammell.
sinker at 97, slider at 85, circle change at 90, 12-6 curve at 81, 97 miles an hour on a four-seam.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Mitchell
Sinker
puts the
late on it.
squeeze
That makes
that
sense.
one.
It's
2 down.
I was already struggling with the fastball that was in the low 90s. It makes sense that I would struggle with a sinker
Back
that's
to
in
the
the
top of the lineup. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez.
mid 90s.
Swing, and that's
Game.
a hammer.
Let's
Gets
go.
the line,
Stay
and
fair.
it's
Stay fair. Stay fair. Off the foul pole. Julio Rodriguez. 2-run shot. Let's go.
Just
Let's
like that, they move in front.
go.
It's 4-3.
Holy shit.
Square it up. Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive,
Woo!
and it paid off.
I saw that one too. Both of the home runs I've hit, I have felt pretty good about. That one I got a little nervous because it was doing like the no doubt animation, and I'm like, oh, that ball is really carrying toward the foul pole.
Siggy, I
But
hope
both
you
of them I
it
saw
because it
very
didn't
well.
Stay in the air for long.
No, it did, Boog.
Oh.
Statcast telling us 110 miles per hour.
My
off the bat.
God.
That's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Yeah, that slider,
J.P. Crawford
a
gets a
hanger,
chance to hit.
Rodriguez.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In the air, left
Oh, just a little
field.
too much air
Mitchell
under
puts
it.
the squeeze on that one.
Crawford,
And
that's a good
the
swing.
inning.
That's a good
Two
swing
come
with
in on
Crawford.
the Seattle homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back. For the top of the 8th, up now for Milwaukee, Ryan Anderson.
Okay, do I leave Brash out here? What's my pitching situation? Seabald is not doing well. They have a lot of lefty hitters. So we're going to warm up Munoz. 250, 250 with a 338. Okay, let's...
And here it comes. There's a strike.
Let's do this. Let's work with Brash here for a minute. If things get dicey, we have a couple guys up in the pen.
Slapped foul.
That did not get where I wanted it to go. Oh.
The tying run at the plate. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Bad pitch there. I meant to actually go fastball. You can see the
Got it by him.
you can see the cursor go like up there, and then listen to me just go, whoa. Let's bring that back down. We're not throwing a high slider here. Let's just put that in the corner.
Now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here's the
There is a
catcher
pretty
to
good
hit,
difference
William
between...
Contreras. And they've got the no doubles defense set up. Outfielders playing deep, infielders guarding
That's
the
a
lines.
strike. So it was 86 to about 90. I think the other one was 96. So there is a 10-mile-an-hour difference between the slider and the fastball.
in for a
That
strike.
is center cut. Mother of God. This should be an 0-2 count, which is very irritating. Contreras. Actually, he's 0 for 3. Okay. That one off the end of the bat. I see the 80 power versus right, and I just have flashbacks to that
Kicks and deals. Got
home
it.
run
Swinging.
earlier.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Really happy that I got that slider to
And
break
now the
further
shortstop,
out the
Willie
second time.
Adames.
Almost
Willie
drove one out of
Adames,
here last time
he-
up, flied out to the warning track.
Yeah, he flied out to the warning track, and he's already hit a home run.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Gotta be... I want to be real careful with him here.
Good eye right there.
That's fine.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
A swing and a miss.
Got him with that
And that's
slider at
strike
87.
1. The 2-1. And strike
There
2.
we go. Do we just go right back slider? Push it a little further out. Oh, just fouled
Spoils
it out.
that one, and it
I
remains
got-
2. outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Adames checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held up just enough. That's ball 4.
Now a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right
Brash,
there.
what are we doing
Right
here,
now,
buddy?
I couldn't have done it.
Winker up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Winker,
the
what,
outfield
or
defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score. And tie this
what are
ball
we
game
doing?
up.
Oh my God, are you fucking serious?
Three-0 down.
Battle back here. Just battle back.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Jesus fucking Christ. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Stop it. Let me into the fucking bullpen. Jesus Lord Almighty.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Andres Munoz. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
That is fucking infuriating. I couldn't get one of those to break the way I want to. We're all right. We're all right.
Sanchez in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swung on, belted. That's back. Gone. His 2nd of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-4.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now here is Tyrone Taylor. That's a slider for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The next offering misses. And the count 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
2-2 count.
At the belt and fires. And down on strikes he goes. And that's the 3rd out. The Brewers add 3 on this blast. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Bush.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Moore. Now the box comes up empty with a swing there.
So a 12-6 curve at 83. That 4 seams all the way up at 99. That is a huge concern. Cutter at 95. That 12-6 curve didn't get as down as I thought it was going to be. Still late on it. Bad swing.
He's got it. And there's 1 down.
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
Here's the second.
That is unfucking believable. 102 miles an hour and he turns on it like that. That is fucking.
Colton Wong. He has,
oh God.
as they like to say, light tower power. Not a big guy, but a big swing.
0-1.
And thunder in that.
Just take a timeout. It didn't even budge the difficulty down. They were like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. You're still at the highest possible difficulty and fuck you. that walk was brutal. I don't know. It's 2 games now where we're down to Milwaukee, where I feel like the decisions I'm making are good, and I'm just kind of getting burned on it in a weird way that doesn't feel fun. Where the game's just like, now we're being mean.
Bullpen, Devin Williams, the closer, is getting loose. Next pitch inside.
But we're only down 2. Bloop and a blast. We can get back in this game.
Time to, but that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is down low.
2-1.
The bullpen was a concern going into this. They are fairly
Good eye in that
they're
spot.
not particularly highly rated. We have our 2 guys. It's Munoz and Sewald. They're kind of
with the 3-1 count.
they're the
play. Called strike right
good
there.
pitchers, but I don't know. Sewald's ERA is gross.
That's out to center field. Toro. As this one
Sewald's ERA is gross, and I was hoping that Munoz would be able to come in. He's going to get charged with a run on that one, so it's not terrible. I should have went to him when that guy got on first. I think that's the alteration I should make. I thought I was still making a good decision.
In there for strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 0-2.
Yeah, 78, and that was what, 98?
Next offering misses down and away.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail it here 6-4. Welcome back. We go to the 9th. Up now for Milwaukee, Victor Caratini. Munoz back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Munoz, a 6'2 righty, 220 pounds, and he's a
It's
native
been
of
that
Mexico.
all night. And honestly, they just tweaked the patch back to the way it was before. It just
California have been in the league going back to the 30s. Mexico has been represented every decade for nearly 100 years now and has a strong history in MLB.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Toro, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Slings to second, throw to first, but
that's
he
fine.
beat it.
That's fine.
Two-seam
It's a
action
tough
right
play there
running
at third.
away from the batter.
It's a nice play by Dylan Moore, though. So
Garrett
it's not
Mitchell
his
up now for the
primary
Brewers.
position either.
Maybe
So
expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a good eye there.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
what the hell were you that early on a 100-mile-an-hour
Here's a 1-2.
fastball?
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Stepping in, Ryan Anderson. First offering misses the mark.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to
All
start
right,
the
here we
bottom
go.
of
This
the ninth.
last chance
It's the
here.
Brewers
Cal Raleigh
6
is the number
and the
2.
M's
If we can
4.
do something here with Ty France, Raleigh probably gives me the best chance to get
A
in.
new arm into the game.
Get something
the righty,
in.
Devin Williams.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Number 38.
6, 7, 8.
Devin Williams.
So we'd have to
Ty
get a
France
couple on
getting
here to
ready
get
hit.
Rodriguez to the
And
plate.
this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive.
Screwball at 85, four seam at 95, cutter at 89.
The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Williams
Just-
measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Now 1-1. And the righty deals and misses inside.
Early. Not just early. Timing not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be.
2-2 now. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Oh, that's unfortunately going to end his hit streak at 14 games.
But it's never on him to take the error on a throw like that. And he'll probably tell you he should have picked his teammate up, but he gave it a good effort, just couldn't get it to stick.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And a foul ball.
Late.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Now one missed. France gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings and misses. In the count 1-2.
At least fouled it off there. Gotta get lower in the zone.
Tying run at the plate. In the dirt.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball is often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
Laser could be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Now it's the DH, Taylor Trammell. And first offering is fouled off.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And now it's even up.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
One and two now. Line drive. Oh, he gloves it.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
So
That was
digging
going to
in,
tie the game.
Julio Rodriguez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
First offering, and it just misses.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Next one misses. Now 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Next one is off the plate. And it's 3-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
And that'll load the bases.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
The batter, number 3.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about
Let him throw a strike. Let him throw a
situation.
strike. I mean, it should have been a 3-2 count. That was a generous ball that we got. He's out of gas.
2-0.
That's fine.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And this one ends with a final score.
He all but
6-4.
abandoned the screwball there towards the end, and I just kept waiting for it.
John Shambi saying so long from T-Mobile Park in Seattle.
These have been 2 pretty heinous losses, honestly. That home run. That one stings. We each got 8 hits. I mean, they had... I could feel it is boiling, and I'm so fucking irritated with this. Fucking... That was... Top of the... We've given up... It's another 3-run inning. This is just like the Guardians series, where it's just like there's some disastrous inning that happens. It's not that big of a deal. Just a video game. No problem. 2 losses in a row isn't terrible. Good fight back there. You know, we got the 1 run in the bottom of the 2nd with the Cal Raleigh home run. The Rodriguez home run in the bottom of the 7th to give us the lead. Both of those home runs felt really good. They felt like I saw it. I thought that I hit it well. Like, I know the Rodriguez home run, like, kind of drifted. We did miss some pitches here and there. I know Colton Wong, I missed one with him that would have done some damage, but I don't know. It's that 3-run 8th inning. We had the 3-run. I think it was a 7th in yesterday's game where there's just some weird defensive thing that happens, and I don't really understand why. I feel like it should have been out at home plate. Cal Raleigh is an excellent defender. He is a diamond rated defender. He's not going to make that play. What are you talking about? In this one, we have Ty France, for whatever reason, looking back at first base. Maybe I didn't preload the throw correctly, but then we don't get anybody. And it leads to these little bloop shots that knock in a couple of runs. And then that's super frustrating. I think that was more in the 5th inning. But then in the 8th, I bring in the pitcher. I feel like I'm making the correct call. And then it's a 3-run home run. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's 102 miles an hour. Sanchez, your player of the game. Jesus Sanchez. 3 for 4 with a home run, a double. He knocked in 3 and scored twice. Willie Adonis. He was 1 for 3 with a solo home run. He also scored twice. Brian Anderson was 2 for 5 with a ribby. Abraham Toro was 0 for 4 but did knock in a run. Aaron Ashby, he gets the win. He pitched 0.2 innings. He gave up 1 hit. Struck out nobody. Didn't walk anybody. 1 earned. Brash gets the loss. 1.2 innings pitched for him. No hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 earned. Devin Williams picks up the victory. Rodriguez 2 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Cal Raleigh 1 for 4 with a solo shot. Pollock 2 for 3 with a double and a run. Crawford also scored. Those are your 4-run scorers. Another heartbreaking finish to this one. The other one, this one was more heartbreaking than the first game, which is kind of hard to believe that both of them have been just such disasters. But it is, that's what it is. It's just, it's fucking awful. We'll try to salvage a game here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Auto that. Eric Lauer, he is 1-2 with a 8.25 ERA, taking on Robbie Ray. He's 3-1 with a 2.84 ERA. As the Milwaukee Brewers look for the sweep, and the Mariners at least look to at least salvage a game out of this pretty horrendous series. It's just been like one weird defensive play that's just caused disaster. I mean, you could try and get out of that 8th inning or that 7th inning or whatever it was in yesterday's game, down 2-0, maybe flip the script to 3-2, maybe hold on. In this one, we were able to flip the script. We were down 3-1 or down 3-2. We're able to knock a home run out of the ballpark and get to the point where it's like, okay, we're going to bring in Munoz for the close. Gambled a little bit, lost. The hitting's been pretty abysmal. We had the bases loaded, and unfortunately with that athletic play at first base, it put me in too precarious a position. And even if you look at it with Ty France on third base, even a sacrifice fly is a pretty risky gamble because he is only 13 speed. Oh my God. I hate it. All right. Hopefully you've enjoyed my misery. If you did, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can catch all the Mariners action your little heart can handle, or big heart, whatever. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Go Sports. Good Mariners.